Okay, so in these, what we're going to do, this is number 25 on that same page, 42. We're solving for A. So the first thing that you need to do is get rid of these parentheses. How do I do that? I multiply what's on the outside by what is on the inside. So I'm going to do 6A times A, which is going to give me 6A squared. And 6A times positive 3 is positive 18A. And that's going to equal, getting rid of the parentheses, 2A times 3A is 6A squared. And then 2A times positive 5 is 10A plus 16. So now we're going to combine like terms and solve for A. So what I want to do is I want to move this 6A squared and this 10A over to the other side of the equal sign. And how do I do that? I do it by performing the opposite action. So both of these are positive, so I'm going to subtract both. Negative 6A squared, negative 10A. Negative 6A squared, negative 10A. If I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other. So on the right side, this positive 6A squared and the negative 6A squared cancel. And the positive 10A and the negative 10A cancel, leaving me only with this positive 16. I'm going to put it down here on the second page. Okay. I'm going to bring down my equal sign. And so then I have a positive 6A squared and a negative 6A squared. So those are also going to cancel. And then I have a positive 18A and a negative 10A. So those are like terms, and I can subtract those. 18 minus 10 is 8A. And that's 8 times A. So the opposite of multiplication is division. And A equals whatever 16 divided by 8 is. I'm not going to put that answer down. All right, so then on page 40, I'm going to do this one where you're subtracting. So when you have this negative sign on the outside of your parentheses, it's going to change the signs of everything on the inside. So that negative becomes a positive. That positive becomes a negative. I don't know why that's so. There we go. All right. So that positive becomes a negative. And then this first term is a positive, and it is also going to become a negative. All right. So I'm just doing a to the third x squared. And if you want to stack this on top of each other, you can do that. Or you can do it straight across, either one. It doesn't matter, as long as they are like terms. So notice here I'm changing the signs like I did up there because I am dropping that parentheses. Okay, so you can do it like this, or you can write it all the way out in a straight line. Whichever way is more comfortable for you, makes more sense. It doesn't matter. Okay, so whichever way you do it, you're going to do a to the third minus x squared. So if you do it in the horizontal or the vertical, it doesn't matter. Down here in the horizontal, you have the positive a to the third x squared there, and the negative, remember you're using the sign directly in front of what your like term is. So that's going to give you 0. Those cancel out completely. So then I'm moving on. And I have this positive 2a squared x to the third and positive 1a squared x to the third down here in the horizontal. They're right there. If I do it in the horizontal style, I always mark it out as I get done with it. That way I make sure I didn't miss any of my like terms. Okay, so 2 plus 1, remember there's an understood 1, is 3. Oops, sorry about that. So you have 3a squared x to the third. So I'm done with those. So I just mark through them to make sure that I Got everything. And then last will be our negative 4a x to the fourth and negative 8a x to the fourth. So when you have two negatives, you just add them together and apply the sign. So my sign is going to be a negative. 4 and 8 give you 12. And then a x to the fourth. That should be your answer. Let me know if you have any questions.